The tears of justice. The courtroom fell silent as the judge's words hung in the air like a challenge. A 15-year-old boy, accused of stealing a packet of bread and cheese, stood before him, his eyes cast downward in shame. The judge's gaze pierced through the silence, his voice firm yet sorrowful. "Did you really steal something?" the judge asked, his words echoing off the walls. The boy nodded, his voice barely above a whisper. "Yes, why?" the judge pressed, his tone gentle yet probing. The boy's eyes welled up with tears. "I needed it." The judge's expression softened. "You could have bought it." The boy's voice cracked. "I didn't have money." The judge's eyes narrowed. "You could have borrowed it from your family." The boy's words spilled out like a dam breaking. "Only my mother is at home. She's sick and unemployed. I stole the bread and cheese for her." The courtroom was a sea of tears, the audience transfixed by the boy's tragic tale. The judge's face contorted in anguish, his voice heavy with sorrow. "Don't you do any work?" he asked, though he knew the answer. The boy's words were laced with desperation. "I used to work at a car wash. I took a day off to take care of my mother, so I was fired." The judge's gaze lingered on the boy, his eyes filled with a deep sadness. "Could you have asked someone for help?" The boy's voice was barely audible. "I had left home in the morning, went to about 50 people, and at the very end took this step." The judge's verdict was a revelation. Theft, and especially the theft of bread, is a shameful crime, and we are all responsible for it. He paused, his voice heavy with emotion. "Everyone present in this court, including me, is guilty. Therefore, everyone present here is fined $10. No one will be allowed to leave here without paying $10. As the audience gasped, the judge took out $10 from his pocket and kept it aside. He picked up a pen and started writing, his hand moving with a sense of purpose. "In addition, I impose a fine of $1,000 on the store for treating a hungry child inhumanely and handing him over to the police. If the fine is not deposited within 24 hours, the court will order sealing of the store. By giving the full amount of fine to this boy, the court seeks apology from that boy." The courtroom erupted into sobs, the boy's body shaking with uncontrollable tears. He glanced at the judge, who then walked out, hiding his tears. The audience followed, each person paying the fine and offering words of comfort to the young boy. As the boy stood there, overwhelmed by the kindness of strangers, he realized that justice had been served, not just for him, but for the society that had failed him. The judge's verdict would change him, would change the system, and would remind everyone that even in the darkest moments, humanity can prevail. A reflection of society, the judge's decision sparked a wave of introspection, forcing society to confront its own shortcomings. It raised questions about the systems in place to support the most vulnerable members of society. Were they enough? Were they adequate? As the news of the verdict spread, people began to reflect on their own actions, their own responsibility towards those in need. It sparked a sense of community, a sense of shared responsibility. The story of the 15-year-old boy became a catalyst for change, a reminder